Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's the 15th of January, so I thought I'd do a middle of the month check-in with everyone, see how you're doing. So we'll wait and see. We're on delay. We've got 3 people in the audience. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Can't see me, you're better off. So I'll just wait so they can tell me if they can hear me and see me, and then we'll get this party started. Okay, here we go. All right, Mark and whoops. See if we can get through the comments this time. Howdy from Virginia. Howdy doody. Howdy doody time. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, man. I've been up for 4 hours. Ottawa, Canada. Thank you very much. Seeing here. Good, cool. Cold and windy Chicago. Man, oh man. Saw special yesterday on Chicago dogs. Made me hungry. Zamwanga. That was down there. Seeing and hearing you fine, or hearing and seeing you fine. Thank you so much. Oh, you did a 24-hour fast. Good on you, man. How you feel? Good for your body. All right, Denny, I'm sorry. Thank you from California. Thank you, Thomas. Hello, Sean. How are you, buddy? Chicago. Yes, you see me. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Hello, sir. I need some advice about my Filipina girlfriend. All right, we'll ask away. We'll get the audience to answer. Good to go. All right, Tom. Thank you, man. Seeing here. Thank you. First time caller. Well, welcome on, Maxim. Thank you very much, Patrick. Cold and snowy. I've been watching the news. You guys are getting hammered. Whew. I've never lived in snow, so I know I wouldn't like it. I can tell you that much. We're going to go back out tomorrow and try the motorbike again, if you guys saw that video. What a debacle, huh? Do I know what it would cost for diving classes? I'm sorry, I don't. I'm not a diver. I snorkel. I did an interview with a guy named Tim over at Pura Vida. He's a dive master. He's like in the top 1%. And guy knows his stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Critter Hunter next time I see him. Or Finn, one of those knuckleheads. Thank you, Andrew. Hey, Ed, thank you very much. I am doing good, my friend. How are you doing? Hey, good morning to you also, Jason. Coming through loud and clear in Canada. All right. My favorite fishing spot. Oregon. What's going on there, Ed? Reno, Nevada. Biggest little city in the world. I'm a liar. Okay. What I lie about? Full moon, very cold night. Wisconsin. Minus 15. Eesh. May gets bundled up and cold if it's 62 degrees. She wears socks to bed. You can imagine her in snow. 6 o'clock in St. Louis. All right, Thomas. Hello from Livermore, California. What do they do up in Livermore? What's Livermore? Is that like one of those secret bases or something? Here we are, all right in the crowd and no crowding. What's up, Biff? Hey, my phone's acted up, so I'm trying to get on the our secret channel, but our what is it called? What is that thing we use? Anyway. Global Greg, what's going on, Daddy-O? Let's see. Watching from the Raiders play Cincy. I haven't watched football in years. There's one place I go called the Octagon where I watch the Super Bowl, and that's it. That's the only football I get. Oklahoma in the house. 7:00 in the evening at Washington, D.C. All right, cool. So today, Baby May and I are going to do another driving video, and we're going to hit 3 different locations that are real popular kind of tourist destinations out here, and I want to show you those. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have an area that's got steam, and another area that's got a hot spring, and another area that's got a waterfall, and it's all on the same flight plan, if you will. And we're looking forward to doing it. We like the driving videos. They're fun since I got the new microphones. Northern California, how you doing, Gina? Always nice to see a lady on board. Australia's in the house. Thank you, Ross. 20 degrees in Kentucky. Eesh. Never lived in that weather. Dayton, Ohio's here. Thank you very much. Howdy, howdy. Sheila, another female. Awesome. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. That's the only thing we ever ask here on these live streams is a like. And remember, wear your safety goggles. Let's see, Brendan, I love her very much. I support her needs every month. She tells me she appreciates my help. Is that all? I am her fiance. All right, Brendan. So you need help, you said? Since I guess you're in a long distance relationship, and apparently you're giving her financial support every month, and you guys are engaged. So far, so good. I'd be curious as to how long you've been chatting with her and some more details. Hello from Seattle. How many Band-Aids do you have to buy for Baby May learning to ride? None. We just poured some alcohol on it. I did go out and buy yesterday and bought her gloves and knee pads. And then I had a great comment from a guy that advised me that the helmet that she's wearing is not the correct size. And I really appreciated that comment because I don't know. And so I told Baby May today we'll let her continue to use her old helmet, which she's comfortable with. And maybe that black helmet will fit me because I need, all I got is one of those little skull cap things. And I need a full-on helmet because we're going to drive to Chateau this week, I think. And that's about an hour drive. And I need the windshield to protect my face and my eyes and all that. Even though I wear glasses, when we're driving, sometimes stuff gets in my eye, dirt or rocks, and it can be quite painful. Detroit's in the house. That's good to know. Good morning from Queensland. Yeah, tsunami. I saw that. There was a tsunami. I think it was taking out Tonga, and it's heading for the west coast of America. But I don't think it's going to be massive in America, just big waves. From down the hill in Valencia, Kelly Bell's in the house. How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about you the other day. Somebody saw you at a restaurant. Which one was it? What's the restaurant, baby, Kelly Bell was at? Latino. Yeah, how'd you like Latino? I did a little tour of that place, and we went there. When did we go there with the asparagus people? Oh. The asparagus people. Friday.
It's Friday.
Arizona fine, but for HOA, here comes Miss September.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for watching the Report channel.
May, how you doing with your scooter?
It's good. And then I think tomorrow for the practice again.
Mm-hmm. Are you scared?
Yeah, nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Okay, were you nervous with Jennifer?
Yeah.
Were you nervous with me?
No, I getting comfortable.
Comfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
What we did was her brother was supposed to come and give her lessons, and that's been going on for like 2 weeks now. But he had a change in work schedule, so that kept getting conflicted. And heaven forbid, I should tell a guy don't go to work. So anyway, he's a hardworking kid. He delivers eggs, and he works at Lee Plaza,
Yeah,
right?
Lee Plaza.
Lee Plaza up in the food court, and they keep changing his schedule around. So we got boogered up a couple of times, and then her girlfriend Jennifer volunteered to help her. And I think that God bless Jennifer. She did a great job trying to explain
Yeah.
to her, but I think it was too much information. And I have no idea what the hell they were talking about. And the reason that I wanted a native speaker to help her was so that she could understand the language and be more comfortable. Um, and a lot of people said there should never be a back rider with her on the bike. That she should do it solo. And I guess that's okay if I'm walking alongside of her and she's only giving it a little bit of gas. But I'm thinking that May might do what I've done before, and I've seen countless other people do it, is goose it, just hit it really hard, the accelerator. And then she's flying off by herself. And I thought she could really get hurt there. Where when Jennifer or myself was on the back of the bike with her, we could help her control it a little bit. I think it went over better with me simply because when I was driving with her on the back, I was calming her down. I was telling her, good job, you're doing great, this is awesome. And May responds very well to positive reinforcement. And I know her like the back of my hand. So our plan is to go out tomorrow to the grassy area.
Yeah.
And no more rocks, no more gravel, no more dirt. But that is the place that people go. I bumped into a guy yesterday named Ronaldo, and he said that's where his girlfriend learned, out there in that little circle area where we went, if you saw the video. But I have to agree there were mistakes made and points taken. So I'm going to sit on the back with her this time, and we're just going to work on the accelerator. And with her, she doesn't know what the word accelerator means. So I'm just going to call it go. And then the brake, I'm going to call it stop. And so that'll be an easy way for us to communicate. But what I'm going to do is only work with go. We're just going to get used to slow, medium, faster, and turning. The other great advice, because I didn't see it, but you guys watching the video, and a lot of guys teach, a couple of guys taught, were instructors for years. They were highly critical of me, which is okay. And so, I need the information. They said that she needed to be looking forward, and I never noticed, but I guess she was looking down. So that's what we're going to work on, is her just looking ahead and being aware of her surroundings and doing the gas. And then maybe I will walk behind her or beside her. So we'll keep on keeping on. Rome wasn't built in a day. If it takes her 3 days, great. If it takes her 3 months, I'm good with that too. I don't care. I will never, ever, ever let her drive downtown Dumagetti in traffic. Never. This scooter, the whole purpose of the scooter from day one was to give her a little bit of freedom to buzz up and down the area here and then drive around Valencia. But there's a pretty steep hill here. So that's going to be a learning curve that we're going to take our time with. Going uphill's not so bad, but coming downhill, you can really lose it. So, of course, I'm super concerned about her, but as long as she's got a ton of protective wear on, got to find her elbow pads. And I think I'm going to get her maybe some leathers and a boots. So we'll see. We're going to go out today afterwards or tomorrow, I think, and buy her a new helmet because the helmet doesn't fit. Let's see, checking in from Cocoa Beach, Florida. A little cool down here this weekend in the 40s. Hey, Paul from Middle Wallop, I'm saying that right, in England, just turning midnight here in the UK. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, thank you, Stuart. Thanks for staying up or being up. From cold Quebec, minus 30. Eesh. Ugh. 30 below. May, you have no idea what you're missing. Hey, I'll always enjoy your channel. You said you really don't drink. Not really. No. When I first got here, I drank a lot more than I do now. But that was kind of like going to different bars and finding my way around. And I'd go in, and I always felt kind of a lot of the bars don't necessarily serve coffee, which is my drink of choice. And water got boring, and I don't drink Coke. So, okay, give me a beer. And so I was just trying to be sociable, and I was trying to patronize the place, but it just doesn't float my boat drinking. Brisbane, Australia's in the house. Thanks for coming along, Ross. Nice to see you, Paul. I hope you and baby man are doing well. Yeah, I saw the video. Thank you, TJ.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that all? I am here to her financial transaction. I'm not understanding. I am to her financial. Well, if I think what you're saying, Brandon, is that you feel this woman is just using you for money. Is that what you're saying? Because I can address that easily. Keep on keeping on. That's my theory. Every day's a new day, right? Hello, Paul. First time catching you live. All right. Well, thanks for coming along, John. After 45 years, jackasses, WRU? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't either. Good morning from Australia. Well, Stephen Moore, welcome aboard. Here's Edward. So it's fun and magical the first time. Yes, it is. Pretty the second time, and then you have to put a bag away. That's a fact. Shovel it a couple times. Tell me how much you love it. By the way, do you see Mark on a regular basis? I have not seen Mark since the last time we got together. Him and I run in different circles. He has a different set of friends, and we have a different set of friends. Some of the people that he associates with are not my favorite people, which doesn't make them bad people. It's just they're not my cup of tea. Well, Mark is a very good friend.
Yeah.
So being alone with Mark and Jen is great, but when the other people are involved, I'm not that happy. But that's just that. I have some of the microphones on order from Mark, in fact, because he was having audio issues just like I was. And I ordered them because he couldn't find them online. And they've been sitting there for about a month because of the typhoon and the shipping debacle and all that. So that's a good excuse for him and I to get together. And then I guess it's about time for him and I to get together and do another once a month chat. We like to do that, just like I do with Bud Brown. We get together once a month and try to do a show on one or both channels. So the other issue is that there's this really great place called Coffee Groove that's right between Mark and me, because he lives out in Bakong. Yeah. And I live out here in Apalong. So we're about 30 minutes apart, but Coffee Groove is 15 minutes away for each of us. Unfortunately, Coffee Groove has been shut down because half their staff is quarantined in Manila. So, it's just one of those things. Expecting 8 inches of snow and ice tomorrow in North Carolina. It's supposed to snow all day and into the night. Good Lord. Brendan, can you not tell if she loves you? If you haven't visited her, you will never know. There we go. Now we're getting some outside influences here and some information. Hey, George, how are you with your beaming smile? Why have you been up 4 hours? Well, that would be because I woke up at 4. Which is about the time I wake up every morning. Yeah, every morning. Because we're really super exciting. We go to bed at 7:30, 8. Actually, last night was different because Gary and Leah took us out to dinner. Yeah. Gary had a great month at work with my neighbor. Yeah. And Leah and
best friend.
My best friend. Yeah. And we went out. He came by and he said, "I'm taking you out to dinner. I had a great month at work." And I had just gotten home. And I said, oh, you people.
Mhm.
So we went to South Beach
Yeah.
and we had a nice dinner there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the kids
With the wife,
and Leia
Leia.
and you
Yeah.
guys, what was the topic of conversation
Secret.
in the way on the way home? Because you two were laughing your fool heads off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you what they were talking
Yeah,
about.
that's private.
Yeah. Private. So you get the idea. Is the cost of living similar in Bacolod to Valencia? I would imagine it is. I've spent one day in Bacolod, and that was years ago. From what I understand, Bacolod's not a real popular place for tourists, for foreigners. From what I understand, it's pretty friggin' boring. They've got 5 malls, which is, how many malls can you go to? And outside of Bacolod, once you get outside of it, it's pretty destitute and poverty stricken. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm hearing from guys, it's like an hour drive to get anywhere, like a beach or a mountain or a resort or anything like that. Where here, we can be at the beach in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Tops, and we can be at the mountains in 15 minutes. And that's what we're going to do later today. We're going to take a ride. We'll be gone a couple hours, I imagine, because we got to drive down to where Tierra Alta is.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go up the hill. And it's going to be an interesting video. I want to do it. I think you guys will enjoy it because it's going to show 3 things that were really of interest to me when I first got here. And we've been back a number of times. And there's like 15 places up there that we could go to, but this is real easy. And I think the most interesting part is when we have to cross the river in the scooter. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll let you drive through there. Paul, okay, I'll do that, Michael. I'll put it in the mail. She Facebooked me after Christmas. She told me the typhoon damaged her house and I'm the only one she can rely on. That's a red flag. What was she doing before she met you? Is my question. Yeah, ask her. There's my buddy.
Yeah,
you didn't miss nothing. We're waiting for you. Now the party can begin.
Ida Duke.
Yep, she's the rock star.
Yeah, she's very nice.
Did May know how to ride a bike? That's a very common question and a good question. And I asked that question. And I'll tell you a real quick story. We went up to Twin Lakes 2 or 3 years ago. And there was a restaurant there with a nice view, and there was a bike lane on the ground. And out of nowhere, I was sitting around BSing with a couple of guys while the girls were off, and she picked up this friggin' bike and started riding it. And you told me a couple of nights ago that your parents taught you how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And your mother was in front.
Yes.
And your father was behind you.
Yes.
And how long did it take to ride a bike?
1 week.
1 week.
Yeah.
So it took her 1 week to ride a bike. So, and once you learn a bike, you never forget. So that's an awesome question. And a lot of guys recommended that she learn to ride a bike first. And I guess hindsight being 2020, I could have done a prelude to it saying that she already knows that. But I'll just catch up after the fact. There's no chance of a tsunami here, I don't believe. No, I think it's all more towards, no, they're talking about what happened, baby, was a volcano.
Oh, okay.
Went off in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and near Tonga, I think. And that place is going to get slammed. Yeah. And then it's heading towards the west coast of America.
Oh.
Yeah. Good evening from Canada. Off the cuff adventures with Jamie. Right on.
With Jamie.
Good morning from the Netherlands. How cool is that? Belgium. That's cool too. I love this international audience. Does May know how to ride a bike? Yes, she does. Yeah, question mark. Okay. You got me live, OC. I'm going to go live like twice a month. I'm going to go live maybe 3 times. I'm thinking first of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. I don't want to overkill it. The problem is she has a Pinay boyfriend. I told you can't call her boyfriend's bed. Just get out right now, Brendan. It's over. Put your money away. Whatever you send her, it's water under the bridge. She's got a boyfriend. She's telling you about the typhoon. That's a sob story. You haven't met her in person. This has got every red flag there is, my friend. And you know what? Welcome to the team. We've all done it. Don't feel bad. Saturday night, 5 o'clock. About time for dinner, huh? What are we having? Good morning from Elders, Florida. Thank you, Scott. Let's go, Brandon. I couldn't agree more. Boy, what a cluster that is. Love hearing the roosters in the background. You should have heard it this morning. I videotaped that the neighbors were going psycho on each other across the street because I couldn't understand a word of it. But what they had done was they got not heavily, but they got pretty well hammered in the typhoon. And the guy's been cutting down trees. And apparently the trees are blocking the other people's driveway, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just saying, hey, can you burn that or cut that? They're having this big,
Yeah.
and somebody was threatening a knife.
The Filipino.
The Filipinos. But nothing happened. I videotaped it though anyway. Hey Chuck, how are you, man?
And then you have the adopted.
Huh?
3 animals.
Oh yeah, we got 3 cats now. Neither one of us are cat people. And May's pissed off that they're gonna pee on the porch, but they're just hanging out. They're running. They're kittens. Drop her like a bad hit. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. Chalk it up to experience. The money's gone. You're never going to see it again. Hopefully it wasn't a ton. Let your heart mend. I know. But here's the red flag, kids, is when you're chatting with a woman online or in person, the last thing that you want to hear from her is what kind of trouble she's in and that only you can save her and the finances and money. That's the red flag right there. And I went through it like you wouldn't believe. Okay. She likes to rub it in. But when I met with May, that never was it to this day. It's never been, she's never put her hand out. Let's see. Someone lives in Oklahoma. Hi, Paul. I was wondering if baby May has been practicing on a bicycle. She has not been practicing on a bicycle. And I actually kind of toyed with the thought of getting a bicycle anyway, because I'd like to ride one just for exercise. So that's probably in our future too. And then she could ride it just to get balance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it would hurt. I think it would actually be very beneficial. Is we could get like a unisex bicycle that we could both drive.
Yeah.
Because she's pretty tall, actually. So
Yeah, 5'2".
She's 5'2", and I'm only 5'7", so we could get on the same bike. And the handbrakes would be good for her to learn on. I don't know if she's ever done that before. Probably not on an old school bike when she was with her parents. But I'm really looking forward to our next lesson. Because you know what, man? She dropped that bike and jumped right back up on it. And I knew she wasn't hurt when she dropped it. If she had been hurt, I would have dropped the camera and just, gone to whatever rescue mode I could go into. But I could tell I've dropped bikes so many times that it was more of an ego bruise. I thought it was actually kind of funny. Anyway. Ask for pictures. Have you seen each other before physically? I mean, yeah, I would drop the whole thing. I wouldn't dig any deeper. You always want to, talk to them live if you're talking to someone long distance, as opposed to just texting. Was May's leg? Nope. She didn't hurt her leg.
Only hands.
Just her hand.
Yeah.
She got a little boo-boo on her hand.
Yeah.
And I bought her gloves yesterday. And that's why we haven't driven the bike, because I wanted to get more safety equipment. And then if I see she's got tennis shoes, which is probably fine. But I would like to get her some boots with ankle protection. And I was looking for elbow pads, but I didn't see them. They just had knee pads. Let's see. The Livermore Lab is here. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you for verifying that. Also, a bunch of nice wineries. It's a nice area. I'm 3 hours from Lake Tahoe, 2 hours from Monterey and Carmel. That's a nice area, bro. I couldn't remember what the hell it was, but that's right, the Livermore Lab. Brenda and I have been with my lady for 5 years now. 2 years while I was in the States, I was never asked for money at all. Thank you. I would stay away from the girls that see you as a change purse. You're echoing my sentiments exactly. Thank you for that. She is not married and committed. Is this common in the Philippines with some Filipinas? They have boyfriends. They are not married. It's very common. It's very, very common not to have, not to be married and just have a live-in partner for years. I mean, have kids, the whole thing. They don't get married primarily because they can't afford to. Excuse me. Need a caffeinated beverage. And but you got all the red flags here, buddy. You know, she's got a boyfriend. I bet you she's got a couple of kids. I don't know, but she's asking you for money. And the minute that comes up, that's the point of her talking to you. Yeah, I think the bicycle route is good practice. Yeah, I agree. I like it. And you know what? I've been wanting a bicycle for like a year, and I just never pulled the trigger. Primarily because I don't have any way to get it home except to ride it from downtown. Mm-hmm. But now we got Gary. He's got the tuk-tuk, yeah. So he'll help us out. Let's see. Southern California's in the house. Welcome aboard there, Larry. Never send blindfolded to a stranger you've never met, even if you claim to be a so-called couple. That is correct. That is correct. Hey, Martin, how you doing, man? Good to see you on the board here. Are you from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. I'm from Southern California. Toledo, Ohio is here. Thank you, Scott. Cheers, mate. Yes, eye protection is much better than mouth protection. I agree. Man, I have had more. I had a fly go right into my eye one time. And then I was driving. We were on the Macon Valencia Highway. And speaking of Mark Thornton, Mark was driving with me, and something, I don't know if it was a rock or what, hit me in one of my eyes and blinded me in that eye. And we had to pull over, and the grace of God, we had a bottle of water in the U-box underneath. Yeah. And I was able to flush it out. But that was really uncomfortable. And I was thinking that before this helmet thing came along about buying some goggles. Because I don't really need the glasses for driving. I have a physical relationship. What's that mean? What's a physical? Brandon. Good morning, Paul. 1 below 0 in Albany, New York. Good God bless you. Memphis, Tennessee. I like Memphis. I like the food there. I like the ribs. Tecate, Mexico, born in Fremont, Ohio. Good on you. Good morning, Mr. Ron. How are you out there in Davao? Love your driving videos with Baby May. You do an awesome job in showing us your surroundings. Thank you. We are really enjoying those. Those are just fun, and they're relatively easy to do. And I never thought I would do that kind of video before. I thought it was always just going to be me on the couch with Gaylord doing talking head videos or interviews. But these microphones that I have and the gimbal have just given us a whole new freedom. And May's an excellent camera person. And so she just knows when I go like this or I go like that, that's where she puts the camera. And because she can't hear me at all. And I can't hear her because she's wearing a helmet with a face mask. I mean, with a shield, rather. And she's holding the camera, and I'm talking, and the microphone's right here. You can't see because of let me do this. Microphone's right here, and it picks up great. It eliminates most of the wind noise and the bumps and all that kind of crap. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm able to chit chat about what's going on around us. And I've tried to do those videos in real time without speeding it up or editing or cutting or any of that kind of stuff. Because I think it's good to give you a real time view of how long it takes to get somewhere, I could do a better job, I suppose, with kilometers. I could check the kilometers on the bike. I'll probably try to do that today if I remember. Me remembering things is another thing. I get distracted. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that video. And I have no idea how it's going to turn out until we do it. From Albania's in the house. God bless. Look at how international we are. Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Good, good, good. Is there anything wrong? There's a lot of things wrong if you're talking about your long distance relationship. I would tell her you want to go into the Fred zone, and that if she's looking for a sugar daddy, here's the line. Say, well, my wallet is hypoglycemic. Thank you for appreciating my input. Love you both, man. Stay happy. Thank you very much for your input. And you know what? I don't mind being criticized at all, especially when it comes to safety stuff with me. But I did get snarky with a couple of guys because they wanted to tell me about how great they are and how crappy I am. And it's okay to tell me how crappy I am, but I don't need to hear about how great you are. So speaking of low blood sugar, I usually don't respond to the snarky comments. I just let it go, you know. But yesterday I was feeling a little funky, so I fired back. Which is a habit I got to get out of because it does no good. You know what? It just depends on my mood, I guess. Is there anything wrong with sending a little bit of money to you just don't send money, man. No. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with sending money. I mean, if you go over $5 a month for load or something so she can chat with you, you're spending too much money. I can see sending a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. I can see that if you've been to the Philippines, you've met her in person, you're in a relationship, and like with me and May, you know, so I'm going to go to America at some point in time to go see my family, and I'll be gone for probably a month. And I will probably don't think I'll need to send her any money because she has access to the money to begin with. And so, and then I'll just go to the bank and drop a month's worth of dough on her, maybe 2 months. You never know. I'll probably leave some money with Gary in case of emergency. And I got my bases covered there. So I'm in a totally different world than you are. But if you've been out here and met her and you know her and you're in, you know, you've looked around and you've seen her surroundings and what she's doing, and you've talked to her parents or you visited her, if she's working, you know, you want to help her, teach her how to get a job, write her a resume. Also, your get together over coffee with Bud Brown was like, yeah, it's always fun when I get with Bud Brown. You guys check out Bud Brown's channel, like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. He's the greatest guy in Dumageddon. And him and I had a little chit chat the other day. In fact, we did 2 videos, sort of. We did 1.5. We did the video that I didn't even know he was going to video. And I thought we were just getting together for coffee. And I walked in, he had like 4 cameras set up. And then we got off on this whole thing about weight loss. And that was not intended. And he just asked me what I did. And I told him. And I realized I never asked him what he did because I got to run him away at the mouth. But then he did these shots. I did about 10 or 15 takes of comments. And what he wants to do, I don't want to give away his next video, but it should be really funny, of him and me having a conversation. And it's going to be called Secret Thoughts. So you're not going to hear the conversation. You're just going to hear these comments that I made and that he made while we were together. And he's going to insert those into the video because he's really good with editing. So I wouldn't miss that for all the tea in China. So subscribe, please, to Bub Brown, or check out his channel, one of the two. Brandon, if you want to send it's your life, yeah, that's a way of looking at it. Just realize that there's going to be no dividend to that. Are they forcing tourists to get? Yes. Yeah. They're not forcing anybody to do anything. They're just denying entry. And that's another topic. I keep getting mixed signals on that. One outlet will say that they're allowing people in, and the other one says they're not. We have gone from a level 2 to a level 3 effective today. So that means that if we go to a restaurant that's enforcing the policies, and not all do, but if we do go to a restaurant or a retail shop, we have to show a vaccination card or we're not getting in. Now, are there places here that'll let you in without a vaccine card? Absolutely. But entities like McDonald's, Robinson's, Sands Rival Restaurant, all the hotels, they're not going to let anybody in without a vaccine card. And the other deal is that they're not going to be able to exceed 50% occupancy. And I think 30% occupancy outside. So that's the change. And they've got checkpoints set up. May and I got stopped at a checkpoint a couple days ago. There she is, baby May. Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. She's gone. Come back, baby May. Come back. Hello from Australia. Welcome on, friends. Training wheel with a scooter would be nice. It sure would. I don't think they make them, though. That would be awesome. What is your advice to me? My girlfriend have a Pinay boyfriend, Pinole boyfriend. She tells me her boyfriend. It is her boyfriend, but he's not her husband, and she knows. Well, anyway, I don't like to give advice, but in this case, I will. Drop her. I like that. Right to the point. You guys are chatting. That's good. Brendan, seeing her little money is fine. You can afford it. Of course, she is dirt poor and you're a foreigner. You need to understand the love dynamic of a Filipino on many levels, like an onion. That's very true. How are the expats? Well, what's left of them? There's been a major attrition of expats / foreigners here in Dumo and Valencia. Guys have gone home. Guys have exited due to one reason or another. Some guys just get fed up with it and leave because of the restrictions. Some guys need to get home and do their taxes. Guys like me need to go home and see their family. And then once they get there, they can't come back. So unless they're married, and then they have a little exclusion there, but they still got a quarantine. And so I can tell you a story. I won't get into it, but my buddy Gary, his business partner, went through 13 attempts to get here and see his wife. And 13 times he flew from Tucson to LAX, I want to say. And he tested. Every time he had to take the test, the antigen test or whatever they call it, the quick test. And he was negative. And he got to the airport, I think, from Tucson to LAX. And 13 times in a row, he got sent back home. Either the airline canceled, weather was inclement, or Cebu or Manila, wherever he was going, changed their rules that day. And he just limped back home. On trip number 14, he tested negative. He got to the airport. They gave him another excuse as to why he couldn't get on the plane. And this poor guy just slammed his head into the counter where the ticket agent was. He was so frustrated. He didn't hurt anybody but himself. He just bonked his head into the ticket counter. And they looked him up, I guess, and they saw what he'd been through. And so they made an exception, or not an exception, but they found a wiggle route around. They got him on another airline and blah, blah, blah. And I think it was 30 hours. He had to fly here. He had to fly there. He had to lay over here. He had to lay over there. And finally, he got into Manila where he tested positive after just testing negative, the day before. And they quarantined him for 14 days. And his wife came to meet him, and they had to put her in a separate hotel. So now this poor bastard is paying for 2 hotels for 2 weeks, and his food looks like a little pile of rice that they give him and some sort of mystery meat. And he's been sending videos, and it's funny, but it's not funny. Let's see. She does not have to be committed. Brandon, buddy, it's a free world, and you do whatever you want to do. You ask me for my advice. I don't like to give advice for this very reason, because then it turns into a debate, because I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just giving you my take on it. Having been there, having done that, I will reiterate, I think it's just a waste of money. Now, if she's entertaining you, if she's keeping you company, if she's keeping you from being lonely, if she's filling a void, far out. And if she's not charging you a ton of money for the privilege of talking to her, and she has a boyfriend, and you're fully aware of that and you're cool with it, then rock on. It's a free world, boy. I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. So, Brandon, I could tell you is, if it makes you happy, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't invest a lot of money unless you got a lot of money to invest with. Depending on how long you've known her. Question is, do you know her long enough to be confident she won't empty your pockets? There comes Boss with his 2 cents. So we appreciate that, man. Damage has been done. Ask pictures and tell her to ask quotes on paper so she can send those to you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a friend of mine that is in an LDR. He's never met her. And he's got rules. He's got boundaries set up. And it's very, very smart. And so if he sends her $20, he wants a receipt. And she shows it to him. Because he'll say, here's $20 for, let's call it rice. And you know what? The next time they get together and chit chat, she shows the rice and then she shows the receipt. You know who I'm talking about. And it's Giselle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how John does it with her. And I say, good on you. That's smart, and he wants her to, and he spends money on things that make sense. Like he got them all Phil Health. He sent money to put the family on Phil Health, and that paid off in spades, because the sister got into a troubled pregnancy, and all the bills got picked up, and we had some money that we gave her, and so that we gave it to the mother, right? Because the sister was cool, but the mother is 50. She looks like she's 80 because she works so hard.
Yeah.
So we had this money that we had. I think it was 7 or 8 or 9,000 pesos. I forget. And we just gave it to the mom. We said, here, take a day off of work, have a spa day. Stop riding. See, that's the thing, is they don't want me to ride on the back with you.
Okay.
They say that's the wrong way to do it. But I can't figure out what else to do.
Yeah.
Because I guess I could stand next to you.
Yeah.
Or I could stand behind you.
Yeah.
But if you goose that thing really hard, you're going to just take off. And then you could really hurt yourself. So I think what we'll do is we'll just continue with what you're comfortable with, which is me on the back. Yeah. And I know it's hard to balance. But hey, if it's hard to balance and she can do it, then by herself, it should be that much easier. I would love to find a governor or a way to just make it so she can't go more than 5-10 miles an hour, but that ain't going to happen. And maybe your brother can come. Yeah. And like I said, you know what? Rome wasn't conquered in a day. And I said it early in the little broadcast here that if it takes 3 days, great. If it takes 3 weeks, that's okay. If it takes 3 months, that's okay. It's a marathon. It's not a foot race. She's lived with me for 3 years without having a scooter. And so she wanted the scooter. She's committed to the scooter. And the good news is she's not afraid of the scooter, because she's already dumped it twice on the first day. And she just hopped right back on it, So that tells me a ton right there. And with her, 80% of her issues are right between her ears, like most of us. She gets nervous, her hands shake.
Yeah, yeah.
But once that calms down, once she gets used to it and adjusted to it, we're not going to have any issues. It's just going to be technical from then on. So we have to get over the little mental, what would we call it, roadblocks that she has. And she does that a lot. They operates on an emotional level.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think you get headaches sometimes because you get emotional.
Yeah.
You can't sleep because you get emotional.
Yeah.
Or if you get sad, or if you get upset, or if somebody says something that upsets you, it bothers you.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I've
then
been
you,
for before for yelling the people. That's why I memorize the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So when you hear people yelling at you
Yeah, yeah.
or
That's
getting
why I
mad,
memorize that.
it really, really,
Yeah.
yeah. She focuses on it forever. She won't let it go. Yeah, let's see. Phil, I saw you at Bud Brown vlog. You two are so serious together. Yeah, we are. Yeah. We never have a laugh. Hello from Tennessee. Can you get crash bars? I don't know what a crash bar is. They will save the paint. We don't care about the paint. I'll tell you something seriously about the paint. First of all, she didn't get one scratch on the bike. Her leg protected it.
Yeah.
And so I was never happier with my bike than when I dropped it the first time it got scratched, because I just liked, because my bike, I mean, with her, it's different. I'm sure she wants to be all pretty and shiny. With me, I like to get that crap out of the way, and I'm no longer, babying it. And so I've had that my bike now for over 4 years, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it looks like hell,
Very
but it
strong.
runs like a champ. And so we just had it tuned up and the brakes worked on. And I keep thinking I need to buy a new bike. I need to buy a new bike. I need to buy a new bike, because they got all these nice new bikes that are out there for about $3,000. But I just put $42 into my bike, and that got me a brand new back tire. It got my brakes adjusted. It got brake fluid. It got the fuel injection cleaned out, and it runs better than it's ever ridden. I mean, it was blasting up the street the other day, and it rides smooth. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And why spend the money? I just need to go from point A to point B. Now, with her, one other quick thing about the paint is, if it did get all mangled and goofy, we could go to a paint shop here and have the bike completely repainted professionally for about $50. And that would be on the high side. So we can always get her bike dolled back up. Parts, labor, all that stuff is super cheap out here, especially with motorbikes. Yes, the VH is open. No, nobody wants to go, but they still have the protocols and yes, it's hell. It really is. It's hell coming out here. It's just not pretty. There's quarantine. There's passes. I think the biggest problem is they keep changing the rules. They keep adding this and taking away that. For the longest time, you had to have an S Pass, which was an app on your phone. Well, they did away with that. Well, May and I got vaxxed, and we just got our cards done.
Yeah, vaccine
right?
card.
Vaccine card.
Mhm.
But from what I understand, we need to get a yellow piece of paper that verifies that our vaccine cards are not counterfeit. And I don't know where the hell to go to get that, but somebody does. So we'll do that too.
Certificate vaccine card.
Yeah. It's got to certify the vaccine card is not a counterfeit. All this crap. I'm only sending her $100. Okay. I wonder who else could use that $100. Maybe more deserving. I don't know. Hey, are you from Valencia City? I mean, to be a lady there in the future. Well, we're in Valencia, Negros Oriental. We now live in Apalong, which is just above Valencia. Takes us, 5-10 minutes to get down to
up
Valencia.
the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then another 20 or 30 minutes, depending on weather and traffic and everything else, to get down to Dumaguete. Mike in the Philippines says the gravel road, try basketball court that is paved. I'm going to keep her off the pavement, and I'm going to try it on grass. I'm a little happier with grass. And then we'll advance to cement, because the gravel was the worst. At first, I thought it was a good idea but it wasn't. I can admit it. Good morning from Mississippi. Nice to see you, David. Most people have a tendency to look down at the controls. That's correct. That was pointed out to me. And that's what we're going to work on. Her looking ahead, focusing on something in front of her, and the throttle. And we're not even going to play with the brakes. That's for another day. Let me know when it's just simply walk in. Well, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know when that's going to be. Could be a year from now, but I'll put that on my calendar. Let's see. I'm not wasting my time to this guy. He's involved. Okay, I'm not wasting my time to this guy. He is involved into a fake relationship. I don't know if he's talking about me or someone else. Anyway, boss, whatever. Brendan, reason to follow your antenna. I would not suggest sending her a lot of money before you meet her in person. That's correct, Edward. Put side wheels on it. If they had them, I'd probably do it. Hi, Greg.
Great.
Brandon, I always ask my girlfriend to send me a receipt when she buys her groceries. Well, that's a good start. Does baby know how to ride a bike? Yes. Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
How old were you when you learned? 5 years old or something like that?
Yeah, like that.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, May, Texas. You have to read that. I'll have some coffee. What's that say? Is that a good comment?
Okay. It said, hello, me. I will say, hello, me, Texas this week. Oh, from Davao.
Oh, from Davao?
Yeah, and then how are you?
Oh, okay. Well, you're fine, aren't you? If you want to meet a Filipino, just go to the Philippines, and Dumaguete City is a good place. Yeah. There you go.
I did you.
Yes, she does. Yeah. Scooters are not for gravel roads. We found that out. Hello from Des Moines. Hope to be there in May 2nd, 2022. That might be a good time frame. My father is from Muscatine. You're so technical with your driving instructions. Stop, go. I know. I need to stop overcomplicating it. Do they have to get a driver's license for scooters, or is it the Wild West? Well, kind of a little bit of both. I have a license. Technically, yes, you should have a driver's license. That's one of May's 2 goals that I've told her she has to do on her own without my help. She has to get what? A driver's license, and what else? Passport. Because she's been talking about it for a year now. And what she's talking about, what she means is she wants me to do it for her. I'm like, no, you're a grown-ass woman. You get down and do it yourself. And what she doesn't like to do is fill out forms because she's, what's the word? You're nervous about filling out forms because of her writing. So she didn't have a formal education. So.
I hope someday I get that.
Yeah, just keep on hoping.
Yeah.
Hope will get you there, babe.
Yeah.
I think doing's actually a better plan, but you can sit and hope.
Yeah.
Do the Filipinos like natives of the Chippewa tribe? I have no idea. Cut you live. Hope all is well with you. Still alive in Colorado. Keep on rocking. Yeah, I was thinking Benny Hill. Yeah, it's true. Seems like you have a mess. Oh, this boss is a troll. Okay, let's see what the troll wants to do. Seems you have a messed up relationship. You tell us she is your fiance, but then after you tell us she has a Pinay boyfriend, she claims it's not. Oh, no, it's not a troll. One of my mistakes. She's talking to the other guy. Yeah. I thought he was going after us. Okay. Sorry, boss. Didn't mean to call you a troll. I thought you were referring to me in the first line here. You tell us she is your fiance, then you tell us she has a Pinay when she claims she's not married. What story is that? Boss, I got to agree with you on that one, Daddy-O. It's very difficult is correct. Stuart, oh, man, when I lived in the place called Middle. What a great name. I know, huh? What's going on, Biffy? Brandon, reason this is very subject you want to stay away from love triangle, fast way to get in trouble on extreme side. That's another good point. Because if she is married, now you're breaking the law. Well, Brandon joined the team. I can't travel either. I mean, I can leave, but I'd never get back in either. 61 in Chile, they're in Vegas. Well, if it's windy, it's brutal. People don't realize how cold 61 is in Vegas because it's this weird piercing wind that just goes through any layer of jacket or sweater or shirt or anything it's different. What is it? I don't know what to call it. But I got the world's worst ear infection the last winter I spent in Vegas from the wind. I actually had to have surgery on my ear. It was so bad. I think you're probably about right. I'd say 6 months to a year, but it depends on how many more variants we have, doesn't it? My old girlfriend would send me pics and videos of the food she bought, also a video of her and her 2 kids eating a Jollibee. Well, there you go. I think that's a great idea. It's sunny and balmy, 8 degrees. Are you concerned about health care if you were to get sick? Myself? No, I'm not. I self-insure. Yes, my girlfriend sends me a photo of what she's bought. Okay. If you can't video chat, don't waste your time. Another good piece of advice. Hello from Talk, Alaska. 68 below. Hope you're both fine there. I hope she rides better than you one day. That's a fact. Paul, you are looking great. Going to try your diet when I retire next month. Good on you, Alan. Mm-hmm. Scott from Maryland. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Best thing to do is to learn the moped is to learn to stop. Small amount of gas, stop. Small amount. You're right. Put your feet down. Small amount of gas. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. But we want to first, my goal tomorrow is to get the throttle down. And man, if she gets that in 30 minutes, cool. We'll move right on to what you're talking about. Yeah. Throttle a little bit, and then we'll stop. And we'll put our feet down and balance, and then take off again, stop, put the feet down. And I tell you what, that's 90% of the battle right there. It's just the balance and learning that if you're going 3 or 4 miles an hour, it's really easy to steady the bike. It's when you come to a complete stop that the wobble factor comes in. So it's just a matter of feel, isn't it? I mean, really, a bike and all that, a lot of it's mental and a lot of it is just the feel and getting aware of the fact. For me, out here driving, I had to forget everything I knew in America about driving because none of those rules apply out here. Here, if you see somebody coming, you speed up, where normally you would slow down and give them the right of the way. No, not out here. You have to just grab whatever pavement you can, and slowing down will cause accidents because nobody expects you to do it because nobody else does it. From the UK, welcome aboard, Richard. Thanks for coming along, buddy. I was last in Dumaguete in 2019. Can't wait to get back. Yeah, I always miss Dumaguete when I leave. I've left for 3 weeks at a time, twice, and I always miss it. Yeah. Glad to see the sunshine on UMA. Hoping things get back to normal soon. I do too, Greg. Whatever normal is.
Tomorrow is lockdown or today?
Brandon Reason, employ your last name in this, cut your losses, and find another girl. Sage advice, my friend. If you don't listen to Biff, you're not listening to the right guy. Smartest guy I know. Orlando, Florida's in the house. John and Elsa. Well, awesome. Nice to see you both so much. Hello from the moon. It's cold here. Help me.
Help me.
I like that. And by the way, I'm going to bring, what's his name? I'm going to bring Dean on for Valentine's. So
Dean?
Forewarned is forearmed. Yeah, Valentine's Day. I thought it would be great to have Dean on for the romance, for the romantics of us all in rotations. Your last video with Bud was so funny. You guys cracked me up. Yeah, that was totally just impromptu. I had no idea he was going to film us. And then he asked me a question. I went off my famous tangents and never shut up, I think, for 17 minutes. And I felt bad because I didn't ask Bud anything. But next time. It was hard for me to lean in on curves. We were doing that last night, Kevin. Remember I said, this is baby May, and I was goosing it through the curves?
Yeah.
Hi, Paula May. Good to see you again. Good to have you here, Danny. Thank you for
Danny, good
coming along,
morning.
buddy. This is not the problem. Okay, Brandon, let's see. I asked her what relationship is. It's a friend I have. Well, yeah, just, buddy, you're trying to justify something that is unjustifiable. Good morning to you, Redneck. Hello from SoCal. I did 2 winters in South Korea. Enough for me. Ooh, I get it gets cold there, man. But I'd love to go to South Korea.
Yeah.
I heard it's just beautiful there.
Yeah, beautiful view.
And modern and all that good stuff. Paul, it's Bobby here in Davao. Have a great week, you two there in Duma. Thank you, man. Old dog, good morning from Sacramento. How are you, Craig? Yeah. Thank you, Ada.
Yeah, Ida.
Ida, is that how I say it?
Ida
Hostage
Joe.
situation going on in a Tinska synagogue right now. Apparently, someone demanding a known terrorist release from President prayers to the folks to make it out. Yeah. All this psycho stuff that happens in America doesn't happen in other countries. I can't figure out what it is. Maybe it's all the ADHD drugs that they gave all the kids back in the day that are kicking in. Paul, I got tired of waiting for a film. I went to Istanbul. Okay, there's a huge off day and I found my baby. Man, well, good on you. Right on, man. That's awesome to hear. You found a Filipino community there.
Yeah.
And he got his own little baby May. God bless him. That's awesome. I love those stories. From the Caribbean island of Puerto Rico, Happy New Year and blessings for you, May. All friends, family there. Thank you very much, Daniel. Best things to do is to learn the moped is to learn to stop. Yeah. Small amount. Yeah. I think we already did that one.
Yeah, thank you for advice.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
You can date somebody and not call anybody as close friends. You're not married and sleeping together. Keep up the good work with the scooter.
Yeah, thank you, Richard.
Let's see, where are we?
Richard.
I lost myself. Sorry, guys, I got to back up here. I forgot where I was. Oh, here I was. Okay. See, from Australia's in the house. Thank you, France. Old dog, Travers, don't forget to let us all support Paul by smashing the thumbs up button. That's all we ask for.
Thank you.
Is a thumbs up.
Edward.
Well, I don't know why. Or a thumbs down. I don't care. But for some reason, we got onto a thumbs up thing on the live streams, right? Because I never asked for people to subscribe on my channel.
No.
I never asked them for a share.
Yeah.
I never asked them to like.
Yeah.
But we get a lot of subscribers this month.
Yeah.
We had 2,000 subscribers last month.
Yeah.
And we're getting like 80 subscribers a day. So thank you very much, all you guys that joined in recently. I don't know what happened, but I usually get about 1,000 subscribers a month, and it doubled last month. Maybe it's because it was December. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, good old Aida. She's very popular. I had a Honda Ruckus. I never heard of a Ruckus, but I'll bet it was a good scooter. How old are you, May?
36.
36.
I'm very old.
Yeah, she's an old lady. I'm going to trade her in for 2 18-year-olds. Same number.
But
Yeah,
I'm only me.
What?
Just only me.
Yeah, just only you.
If you look another.
Does May look like she's 36? I'd be curious. What do you guys think? Wait, if you were to see May, here, I'll just get out of the way. Come here for a second. There's May. All right. How old do you think she looks? I'm curious.
And how about Daddy Paul? How old?
Yeah, don't ask that question. Don't even bring that up. We're canceling all birthdays. All birthdays for me are canceled. This thing must be cooler in the morning. It is cooler out here in the morning.
Yeah.
Saw the scooter outing, crashes and all. May want to get some gloves. I did. We'll be there in April. Hope we can meet up for coffee by all means. We've been having coffee with a lot of guys lately. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're managing to get here. Well, they've been here. We just never met before. Brendan, you sound like you're related to Mr. Poppycock. I put Brendan in timeout for a while because he just kept, I'm sorry, Brendan, but constant comments about the same thing. We need to let everybody talk. I understand you're too naive to have a mixed foreign relationship. You have no knowledge of how things go in the Philippines. Yeah. And I had to put him in timeout, not to be mean, but he kept commenting and justifying his position after you, me, and 5 other people all told him the same thing. And now he's coming back with an argument for why he should stay. And I already told him, brother, do what you want to do. And we need to move on with other people here. Who is boss talking to? He's talking to a guy named Brandon, who's in a long distance relationship. To Brandon, yeah. Let's see. Baby May loves that river. Does all of her interviews there. Yeah, that's the river up the street from our house.
Yeah.
Kiwi and Auckland. Nice to see you again, Paul. Heading your way once the borders open. Right on. Get out here, boy. Come see me. Stretch, hydrate, and hit the like button. It's free in January. That's true. I was running half price in December, but I decided to eliminate all charges for the like button. But remember to stretch, hydrate, and take your vitamins. I love the video Baby May posted with Jennifer. What did you do? Oh, that's right. You went up to the.
Yeah.
You went driving around.
Yeah, in the mountain.
Yeah, that was a good one.
In Journal Electric.
Yeah, there was a geothermal area up here, and she went there, and they actually broke into where they're not supposed to go to. And we tried to get in there one time, but the guards turned us away.
Yeah.
But Jennifer knew how to wiggle her way in. And then they drove all around unknown territory up there. I was jealous. Mm-hmm. And then when they're coming back, Jennifer just said, what did she say to get in? She said, I'm going to see my cousin.
Yeah.
See, it's so easy for the locals. I can't pull that off. And so Jennifer said, I'm going to see my cousin. And the guard just let her in on one entrance. And they came out another entrance where I have always gone. And she said, we got lost. They go, okay, well, get out of here. Okay, bye.
That's the answer for the guard.
Yeah. It's like not exactly top-notch security up there at the geothermal plant. But we're going to go do some geothermal stuff this afternoon where we're showing you, and I'm sure you've seen it if you watch anybody else's channels. I don't think we've ever put it on ours, but where there's steam, it smells like rotten eggs, sulfur coming up from the ground. Yeah. And then we're going to go to a hot spring where if you get in, your shirt will turn rust colored. And if you're wearing a white shirt, it'll turn into rust color because of the minerals. And then up there further is a waterfall that May doesn't like because you have to pay 100 pesos to get in, and she's so cheap. So she's like, she'd rather hike 9 miles, to a free waterfall and pay a goofy $2 to go see this one. So I don't know. You might get lucky. She might bring a bikini for the thumbnail. I don't know. You gonna bring a bikini?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here we go. We're gonna have a great thumbnail. Let's see. Love the blessings to you both. Good luck with the scooter lessons. Thank you, my friend, Mr. Ed. You're the sweetest guy. He hates Dean though. There will be many calls for help, most bogus. Yeah. If you're talking about long distance relationships and meeting with girls. In fact, I think this whole Hurricane Odette is being exploited on 2 different levels. I think that it's being exploited, obviously, by these women and whatever it might be that you're talking to long distance. And I'm sure a lot of the statements are true. The roof fell off my house. We don't have any food. That's probably a pretty valid point that they're making. But they seem to have time to get online and get internet, which they shouldn't have if they're in one of those devastated areas. And then I think that some YouTubers are exploiting that also. May and I did, I think, 2 videos about the typhoon.
Yeah.
We did it the day after when there was trees falling in our house. and we just simply were confused and stranded up on the mountain, and we tried to show you what was happening, and
Yeah.
we didn't really know what to report because we didn't have any communication with anybody for about 3 days. And then I think it was 2 days it took for them to clear the road,
Yeah.
1 or 2 days. But anyway, we didn't go down the road for till 2 days, and we were able to get through, which was going by wires, and we just kind of
Yeah,
showed, what progress had been made, and that was the end of our Odette videos. And I'm seeing guys and gals now still doing Odette videos, and it's been a month. And I just think it's overkill. And sometimes I think it's exploitive, but it's just me. Let's see. Hopefully soon open the borders. That's a fact. We've been saying that for 2 years now. It is 15 degrees cooler here than the floor of Dumaguete, and it's 5 degrees cooler from Valencia up here in Apollon, where we're at. It's very interesting. Sometimes we don't leave the house because it's raining.
Yeah.
But we've soon discovered that if we contact people that are down in Dumaguete, we'll go, is it raining down there? And they go, no, man, it's hot. So what we've learned now is just to put a jacket over our head or something and kind of like shield ourselves from the rain so we don't walk out or, get out looking like, we've just been soaked dogs, wet dogs. So we'll just blast through the rain here for 5 minutes. And the next thing you know, it's sunshine. And so that was a lesson we had to learn. So when it's lightly raining here, there's nothing going on after 5 minutes. Let's see, retiring to the Philippines in February 2024 with the wife, Philippine national, looking around Lipa City to settle. And what are the reasons you chose Dumaguete? I am the least traveled vlogger you're ever going to meet. I came here with the intention of bouncing to all these different islands. And the first couple of years, I just, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I had planned to do that. And the furthest I got was I went to Apple Island. I went to Siquijor. We've been to Cebu. And that's been the long and the short of it. Oh, I went to Angeles City one weekend. But as far as going to other islands, I was actually now prepared financially, mentally. I was settled in and ready to rock and roll, and COVID hit. And I wanted to go with her. And I thought that would be a lot more fun than going alone, that's for sure. And so we were going to go to Mindanao, Palawan.
Yeah.
We were going to go to Bohol.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to take our scooter with us to Bohol and to Mindanao because we can do that via ferry.
Yeah.
Palawan, we would have to fly in and we would have to rent a bike or a car there. But that's all been changed, because of we got locked down because of COVID, so we couldn't travel. And then we went ahead and got vaccinated. We're not anti-vaxxers, but I'm not a pro. I mean, if I wouldn't have gotten vaxxed if I had my choice, but I did. And then we thought that was going to be our golden ticket. And then now they've just said, no travel. So the only thing the vaccination card's doing us now is getting into restaurants and hypermart and stuff like that. Right, baby?
Yeah.
You want to sit here?
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
How are your friends and family after all the problems with the typhoon? I think May's family got hit pretty good. We tried to help them a little bit as far as we could. We're going to go out there next week, and I'm actually going to drive out there. And I have a guy that wants me to videotape his house out there. I think he's selling it or something, or renting it. I can't remember. But we'll take a day trip out there, and then we'll visit your family and see how they're doing. I think where your mom lives got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have big plans for 2022? Not really. Not really, because every time we get revved up to go do something, a new variant comes out. And like I said, they just went from level 2 here in Duma, or Negros rather, to level 3. So they've tightened the leash again. I watched your last video. Congrats on a fractureless scooter lesson. It's going to get better. The next video we do about the scooter is going to be me driving successfully down up and down the road. Okay. We're not going to go out every time that we do it and videotape it. That would be redundant, but I don't know what the time frame is going to be. The next scooter video is going to be victory. Best thing to do to learn the moped is to learn to stop. Yeah. Hey, oh, there is Daryl. How are you doing, buddy?
Sir Daryl.
How are you, my darling? Always lovely to see you.
Thank you, Sir Daryl.
Oh, San Diego got 2 to 3 foot waves. Could be worse. Good surfing in San Diego. Poor Tonga, though. Sweden. Oh, love it. Yeah. Well, they actually have a good bike shop in the mall where they sell fairly expensive stuff. And I think that's worth the investment is the helmet and get it fitted right. Thank you, though. Great, George.
Yeah, George.
There's apparently some mild tsunami flooding in the central coast of California. Yeah, I was reading that this morning just before I got online here. Greetings from Germany. Always good to see you. Good morning from South Australia. Thank you, Steve. I got up at 3:30 with Ning. It's when she goes to the market for supplies. So I'm in bed by midnight. All right, on you. So you get 3.5 hours of sleep. Hello from Florida. Well, thanks for coming along. Tsunami warnings for British Columbia. Well, good night, Daniel. Thanks for joining us, my friend, there in Puerto Rico. The sunny Gold Coast of Australia. I always wanted to go to Australia. Ireland's in the house. Right on. Good morning from New Jersey. I'll have to meet up with you for coffee when I can get into the country. Anytime, buddy. That's our favorite thing to do, I think, is meeting up with people for coffee.
Yeah.
We love meeting new people. Yeah. It's always fun. We always hear good stories.
Yeah.
Don't broadcast my real name. Okay. Greetings from Costa Rica. Vietnam, right on. I was in Nha Trang not too long ago, a couple of years now. To learn the moped. Okay, so keep getting that same message. Good morning for you from Illinois. Welcome you a safe and wonderful day. Well, thank you so much. Thank you very much for the coffee, Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher.
Next time you show up, it's on me, buddy. Off the Cup Adventures with Jamie. Good morning. Good evening. Good advice, Jonathan. Yes. PIP cockfighting arena. What's that mean?
Arena.
I've never been to a cockfight. Okay, let's go to Vegas to pick up a load, then head into Long Beach. We'll drive safe, buddy. Donnie, my old buddy Donnie from Dulce Vita. Finishing up my expanded courtesy retirement. Be back soon. Cool. Paul, you guys are a cat away from being crazy cat people. I know. We got 3.
Yeah.
They grew from 2 to 3 this morning. The rooster is set for 6 a.m. I know. Then I can sleep in a little later, right? Yeah, it's crazy. But I put him in timeout because he was never going to stop talking. You should be banned. You need your fun. Your playtime is over. I'm following some of his messages. Best thing to do is to learn about. We keep getting that. I keep getting that same message. Let's see. I got screwed up here. That's fact. That's a fact. Yeah, a girl or a guy, whoever you're talking to, will never ask you for money, except for $3, $4, $5 for load. I understand that. That's something that if she asked me for a load. She's got money. She asked me to send it to her via load for your phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always send you load. You say, "Daddy, give me load."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even she does.
For I go to the mountain, right? That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to go to the Sorry Story store and buy it. Call the little adult dog. Do you live close to Do we live? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes.
Or
To
Dumaguete?
get, I can't remember.
Piapi?
Piapi, yeah.
Yeah. I think 30 minutes.
Piapi. Oh, Piapi
Near in
is
Sibulan.
near Sibulan with
Yeah.
the vegetables and everything.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. That's what, 30 minutes from
Yeah,
here.
30 minutes.
Yeah. Gas fund for your scooter. You got
Thank
$10
you,
from Mr.
Spice.
Spice. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see, off the cuff adventures with Jamie. Have lunch I made during the outing, Paul and May, and be safe. Got to run to the store for smokes. I understand that entirely. Thank you very much, man. That's very sweet of you. You lost internet. Okay. Try to explain the gas like turning on water. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Panorama City, where I was born. Bicycles are great exercise. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm interested in getting a bike. From Illinois is in the house. Kentucky Hillbilly in the house. Always welcome in my house. Hey, Paul, Bangkok. Yeah. It gets cold here at night. Dropped to the 70s last night. I know. It goes to 62. May's got on thermals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, America killed the mandates. What are you feeling? Indian. What's the feeling? I don't know. They're doing power plays here. I was very happy to see the mandates. I didn't think they were right. I think a person, if they want a vaccine, should get a vaccine.
Yeah.
I think if a person doesn't or isn't comfortable or has a religious objection or a mental objection or a medical objection, they shouldn't have to put a foreign substance into their body. Come on. But to have it, so if you want it, great. If you don't, great. But don't force someone to do something like that. It's not your place.
Just may I get the coffee.
Thanks, honey.
And I give you the electric fan.
Let's see, is it true that Phil's has severe cohabitation laws? Yes, that's correct. I didn't know that till a little while ago, but if a woman moves into my apartment, let's just say there's no baby May here, and I'm a single guy, and a woman spends the night and puts a pair of socks in a drawer, after 24 hours, we are a couple, and we're cohabitating, and I'm like responsible for it to some degree. I would say 90% of the Filipinas are totally unaware that even exists. But yeah, it's kind of like driving, everything's a suggestion, not a law. It's a law, but it's treated like a suggestion. West Virginia flighting into Manila. Oh, you're flying into Manila Thursday to quarantine. Ugh. I don't know how long quarantines are these days. Texas, how are you? Southern California, how are you, lady? Let's see, I learned to ride a bicycle when I was 9 years old on an old bicycle with no brakes, no chain, and on bare rims, dirt downhill driveway. The falls I had were legendary. Yeah. I think too much gets made out of falling down and scraping yourself. It's part of life. Hey, thanks for joining us, Jay. My old girlfriend was stuck in Manila when COVID hit. I helped her for almost 2 years, and I sent her 200 to move her to a province. After that, she dropped me. How many times have I heard that story? Time is it? We'll go for 30 more minutes. How's that for fair warning? Oh, I really love your driving videos. We love doing them. We're going to do one today. I can't do enough of them. I love them. Excuse me. And good morning to you and Baby May. Well, thank you very much. Obviously, you're not a Vegas Raiders fan. Well, you know what? They all came along after I left. You're in Honduras. Good on you. Man, we got a whole international crowd here. Love watching you and Mark's sites. Hope to get back to once things open up. Well, we hope you can. Thank you very much, Angus. Yeah, I only do live streams. I figured once or maybe twice a month, 3 times if I want to push my luck. But I think twice a month is enough. I wish I could, buddy. You must be in Phuket, or maybe you've been there a long time. I don't know. I love Thailand, though. Why would you want to leave? Yes. Yes, it is. Um, there are anomalies with it, however. So if I'm doing a driving video, I need to wear a microphone. And that cancels out the ability to use the app on the gimbal because it doesn't recognize the plugin that I use. So Zoom and all that is eliminated. And the gimbal doesn't really track anything. It's just a stabilizer bar at that point in time. So I have trouble with the gimbal when the microphone's on. However, I love the way the sound comes out when I don't have to use the microphone and I'm behind the camera and May's in front of me, like if we're showing an apartment. It really works well. And I can zoom in and zoom out. Excuse me. And so I'm so super happy with the gimbal. In fact, I just ordered a different one, more of a stabilizer. I think it's the same as my DJI, but we'll see. It was a lot cheaper. I like to have backup stuff here. For a while there, the app on my DJI was not working on my phone, but it was working on May's phone. And it kept saying there's a bug. It didn't give May that message. So I apologize. So for over a month, I couldn't use the gimbal properly with my phone. And then I got the bright idea of contacting customer service, and I did. And they sent me a link. They apologized profusely. They have great customer service at DJI. They do a lot of drone stuff, but they also do gimbals. And so they sent me a link, and they said, try this. And I hit the link, and it downloaded back on perfectly. Let's see, must be 8:30 a.m. Sunday. It's 9:30. I can only understand miles. I know, me too. Kilometer thing gets me confused. Bruce, so many stories alike. Hey, Bruce Leroy, it's the thought that counts. She is the one with the problem. Yeah. You can find elbow pad. Yeah, I know. I was at Tops and Bottoms yesterday. May was getting her makeup, her eyelashes. May's got new eyelashes, by the way. They're very beautiful. And it took, how long did it take? 5 hours because you were late? May had a 10 o'clock appointment. And, you know, for 3 years, I've been grinding her about the American way to keep me on time. So 10 o'clock, guess what that means? 10 o'clock. Well, at 10 o'clock, guess what May was doing? She was here standing in front of the camera, taking pictures of herself. Okay. Doing this because she had a new outfit and she had this thing. And I said, you know, it's time to go. And she goes, I know. And she's taking some more pictures and doing one of these things in front of the camera. And it's like, we got to go. We should have gone 20 minutes ago. And guess what? We got to the nail salon, which is where you go. And the lady said, hey, you're late. You got to wait because I took another customer. So she had to cool her heels for 3 hours, which is how long it takes to do your lashes, right? Yeah. It's a 3-hour process for her to get these nice lashes put on. And I said, good. So I was a free man in Paris for 6 hours yesterday. I went all over the place. I did all kinds of stuff done. Didn't have May annoying me. What do we got here? Hey, Clark, how you doing up there in North Carolina? Good to have you with us. Left Thailand 2 weeks ago after 3.5 months. Got home, temperature dropped down to negative 19. A couple of days after I got here, heading up to the Dominican Republic. No more winter. I don't blame you. Yes, try 5-syllable words here in a joke. I really liked her two kids, 4 and 5 years old. You don't have to, Roy. I mean, everybody knows it. What are your thoughts on Mark's dream of owning a cruise ship? I think it's good to have dreams. Whether he succeeds or not, it's really not important. It's following your dreams. Dream big, right? Don't tell big dreams to small-minded people. I don't know. Not something I'd do. Not something I desire. I don't think Mark's quite settled yet on being retired. I think he still wants to make that big score. But Mark is Mark. Let him do what he wants to do. If that's his passion, he should follow it. And usually, it's not the fit in the finish line. It's all the stuff in between that makes the story interesting. Going here and going there, running into problems and overcoming the obstacles. And if it's an epic fail, is it really an epic fail? Not if it makes for great memories with him and Jen. Going here and going there and doing this and doing that. He's met a lot of cool people on this whole thing. So I think he's already won, to be honest with you. Gets beat up a lot about that cruise line because it's a big, big thing. It's one thing to say, I'm going to build a sailboat. I think people can absorb that a lot easier. Would you ever consider a scooter with 2 wheels? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're just expensive. Hey there. How are you, Lloyd? Paul, is there a place that sells skateboards and you can get elbow pads? Actually, they have all that stuff in a lot of places. So yeah, there's an actual dedicated helmet, knee pad. I just didn't go there. I was at a place called Tops and Bottoms. They happen to have that, plus a bunch of other nicky-nacky stuff that we've been needing. Like May needed a keychain because of her bike now. And I got her a nice, secure one of those. I got her, what else did I buy you? Gloves, pads, something else. Some girls are only on Messenger. You have to send a phone load. Yes, correct. I dated one with children. Actually, after a couple of years, I felt like their dad. Yes, because I left them too. Hey, Harris, fun time. Hey, Paul, I owe you, man. Baguio City is watching. Hey, good on you. We'll make it up there one of these days. Philadelphia's in the house. I know, man. I got sucked in Vietnam. Life is a learning process. Get on with your life. It's too short. That's a fact. Check out your email for a song I sent you on you. But okay, cool. Thank you. Paul, did you see? Yes, I did. I got an extra. Well, they take out from Medicare Part B. Does anybody know how much they're charging now for Part B? It was $148 when I initially signed up for it 4 years ago. Sorry. Soon to be 5 years ago. So I got a net $95 increase every month. The dog is getting older, but you look happy. Yeah, we're all getting older, bro. But not all of us are getting happy. First time I saw you on live chat, but watched many of your videos. Really enjoy your content. Thank you. Far better than some others who do some of the same shit every time they post. Their handles are almost the same. Yeah, content is tough for a lot of guys. And me, I guess. But this is more of a hobby than a job. So I think that's the difference. Don't send phone loads to random girls unless you're in a good relationship. I always watch Bud's videos. He's too funny. He is. Once again, let me plug Bud Brown. And I'm going to be bailing out in 24 minutes. Toronto, welcome aboard. Let me go through this as much as possible, guys. For what it's worth, on my personal, put a little weight back on. Now I got to actually lose a little punch. I had Pfizer booster, ended up getting COVID. Yeah, well, May's had COVID twice. I've had it once. She's had it twice. And that was before she was vaccinated. And now she's vaccinated. Who knows what the hell's going to happen. Do you have to be fully vaxxed? Stay in touch for information about coming to the Philippines. Don't listen to me or any of my other knucklehead YouTubers out there like me. Go to the immigration website and see what they say, because it changes every day. So stay on top of it there, and that's where you need to do a little due diligence. Right now, you have to be vaxxed, but tomorrow that could change. How does a person continue to receive retirement income from the United States if they live in the Philippines? Easy. I have had mine direct deposited into my U.S. bank account since day one. And then I simply transfer the money using a transfer service from the United States to me directly here. Bud is the best. Like I always say, I want to be Bud Brown when I grow up. Bud is the best. Really a cool guy. My profound apologies, Paul. I just realized the reptilian brain Scotsman. I didn't tell you his name. My name is Matt, by the way. Thanks for the laugh I shared with you tonight. You're very welcome, my friend. I'm Scottish, by the way, so on my father's side. The Omicron sore throat and morning congestion lasted 3 days. That's about all you're going to get from it. And they're making a big thing about it. How you guys like Fauci? Oh, change your mind, Fauci. I shouldn't go there, I guess. 50% occupancy inside, but 30% outside seems backwards. Welcome to the Philippines. Hello, dog from Sacramento. Good morning, Roy. I'd get her a four-wheeler. She's going to be all right. I just got here. Is Baby May making progress with the scooter? Yeah, she is. We're going to go out tomorrow, take it a try. Let's see. If you need to look online, you can travel to the Philippines. You don't need to be vaccinated, but you will need a swab test. There you go. See? Just check online, kids, for the most up-to-date information. Don't give up. That's correct, Gerald. And always be careful. You know what's interesting is they treated a woman with mega doses of Viagra. And Viagra wasn't created for, boner medicine. It was created as a heart medicine. And it's actually very, very effective, they said, in this woman. So you never know. You might be getting Viagra next time you get COVID. There is the pretty lady. You must be coming in late. Yeah, sorry, guys. I must be behind on comments because May was here about 10 minutes ago. No, the checkpoints are for guns and weapons because there's an election coming up. So I got pulled over yesterday. I think the guy asking all the questions is a troll. Could be. I put him in timeout because I kind of got that vibe myself. Thank you very much, Bud. That's very sweet of you. We appreciate that so much. Oh, thank you so much, Bud. Yeah, we try to keep it light. In the house, Michigan Bob. Good morning and hello, everyone, from Mike. Biff, 13 times. Yes, that's brutal. Holy smokes. What an epic effort. And then on 14, he tests positive. Yeah, well, he's barely persevering. And I think I'm going to get another update on him in the next day or two. We touched on it last night because it's Gary's partner, my friend Gary's partner. They have an import-export business together. And they had a record month last month. So Gary took us out to dinner, which was really sweet. Nashville's here. Thank you, Bill. That's right. Greg, that's the number one advice right there, buddy. Pre-approval. You got to get the May stamp of approval. Yeah, Mr. Ron's always a big help. Mary sends me receipts. Okay, that's good. Good on you, Lloyd. We hope you come out sooner than later. You know what, Rob? When I got on, things changed. She got a lot less nervous and a lot more comfortable. So we're going to continue the back ride thing for tomorrow. You know, what the hell? I can steer it. I can tell her to look forward and relax and just let her play with the gas. And then probably I'll be walking next to her and then behind her. And then maybe I'll have another guy there with me. I'll get Gary and Leia to come out and we'll kind of supervise her. We'll just take it slow. Yep. We're going to buy a bicycle. I don't think they do. I don't think they make training wheels for a scooter. I don't think they would work. And sidecar is out of the question. I can watch that video until the cows come home. I think it's funny. Thank you very much, Vin. Yeah. She can already ride a bike, but it wouldn't be bad for a refresher course. Hello, D. Can you arrange a permanent relocation of Let's Go Brandon to Dean in Nicaragua? Yeah, baby. Dean's forewarned is forearmed, boys and girls. Dean's coming on Valentine's. Somebody suggested that. I thought it was perfect. Thank you very much, RC. We appreciate that. Get a thumb throttle adapter. I don't know what that is. Do you have any idea how difficult something like that would be to explain? Maya got better on this good in a matter of minutes. Last ride with you on the back was good. She's going to do just fine. Thank you very much, Global Greg. We appreciate the encouragement. I don't mind the criticism, but the encouragement's nice too. Yeah, I thought about that. Hi from New Zealand. Love you guys. Long time watcher, first time poster. Well, thanks for posting, man, and thanks for watching for a long time. That's right. It's like wrinkles, character, right? Been there, done that. Yes, she can. She certainly can. Yeah, there you go. Ride with your hands on couch and gas. You will work them with your hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep her balanced. That's correct. See, that's why I'm afraid to let her just alone on the bike, because if she really gooses it, then she'll panic and she could really do some damage. I felt a lot better with Jennifer on there because when they started to go sideways, she was able to touch the brake and slow them down. And she landed on Jennifer. So the bike was well protected by two brown legs. Yeah, we're going to try it on some grass. They got some soft grass out there. No, of course not. The vaccines are targeted for, the original virus, and then the Delta didn't touch. The vaccine was useless, and Omicron's a different one. So the vaccine's not a wide spectrum vaccine. Shouldn't get into this. I'll probably get in trouble, but it is what it is. The science is the science, and that's why they have to do boosters to compensate for what the original vaccine doesn't cover. Totally understandable. But I think this Omicron is the best thing since sliced bread. I think they should just let it run and quit trying to avoid it. I say let everybody get it. So what? You call them to work for a couple of days and you lay in bed and watch Barney Miller, right? And the price is right. You have a little fever, you drink a little Theraflu, you eat some chicken soup, and you bounce back. Yes, she will too, buddy. Thank you for that. Thank you, Keith. We appreciate that. There's my buddy. Hey, China Dave. I've been missing you, Daddy. Oh, we love you too. Most people out here are vaxxed get Omicron more than the unvaxxed. Yeah, um, it's ineffective. That's correct. Oh yeah, we know the scooter. It's a great scooter, by the way. I like it better than mine. Mine's bigger and faster, but I still like hers better. I love the fact that when you put the kickstand down, it shuts the bike off. I love that. And I like the fact that it's got 60/40 brakes. Part of the psych is to squeeze and release to keep everybody off balance. Yep. Yes, she does. Very rare is right. See, the thing is with May, I think her disadvantage is that her family was very poor, still is, and they never owned a scooter. Most of these kids out here that I see are 3 weeks old and they're on a scooter. And then when they're 2 or 3 years old, they're standing up in front of the scooter. So they're just scootered up. They're just raised on them. And I see these guys, it's obvious they were raised on a scooter because they're driving with one hand and texting and carrying something behind them. And it's just like second nature. It's like one of their limbs. You know, an arcade near you with that motorcycle, they don't. Two things that might help, which are Yorktown. So I will. We'll throw the heat your way, buddy. All right, kids, we are down to 12 minutes. I like it too. I would love that. Just let her hold the accelerator. You control it. Yeah, that's what we're doing. If you saw it in the video, I took my hand off and she was completely controlling it. Kids, I'm going to probably miss some comments here because I want to stay on my timeline. May and I need to go make a video for you guys to go watch. Where the hell was I now? Shit, I'm lost. Oh, here we go. I think I'm finding it. Hold on. I'm almost there. Here we go. All right. Yep. Look ahead. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. Hey guys, I need to get my wife. Good. Globe at home? No, I don't like it. Some people do, but I don't. It's Bobby. I want to critique my Messiah. You know, Bobby. I have no clue, buddy. I thought a year ago. How you like them apples? That's how wrong I've been. Good evening, Washington. That's correct, Lovecraft. Let's see here. Dean's Driving School, where rotation and driving go. This is what I love about having Dean on in the comments. It's not so much Dean, it's you guys. I have the funniest guys on here. You guys are rock stars. Let's see, something about snow. Let's see. High Paul May was there at snow. No, it just hit the U.S. It hasn't touched us. Yeah, that's true. May is paperwork adverse. Boy, you can take that to the bank. She's very self-conscious about her handwriting. Yeah, so many people are in need. Formophobia. I've been getting that comment left and right. But I just think in the beginning it's easier if I staying in there with her and give her a little encouragement. And then, like I said, a day or two, I'll just try to walk beside. Once I know she can go slow and keep it slow, and I can keep up, I can just jog beside her for a little while till I pass out. Yeah, Vegas is cold, man. It's a dry cold. Just cuts through you, man. Texas is getting a lot of immigrants from California. I wonder how you feel about that. Kindly, what is it? What it? I don't know. I'm never going to move back to the U.S. I'm going to visit the U.S., Danny. I'll go there for a month, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. What scares me now is the friggin' inflation. It's like quadruple what it was. Flights are double. It cost me $800 to get here, and from what I understand, it's about $1,600 to get there and back. So what's that? $3,200. Yee. Brandon and his LDRR. Now we've had enough from Brandon. I'm a Filipino living in Davao. It's easy to pretend that I'm in the type. Yes. Thank you very much, Elsa. That's what I was trying to tell him. I actually put Brandon in timeout because he was kind of dominating the conversation. And we already told him once, so hey. Okay, I'm going to have to bug through here. Sorry about that. I wish I could get training wheels. November would be a year from now about. Yeah. Thank you very much, Gino. 2 things that might help. Have 4 fingers over the books like she only has 3. Okay. Always learn to, yeah. That's something that a lot of guys pointed out to me, and I am super grateful for doing that because I didn't notice it at all. So you're right. You guys have given us good advice. Yes. And if you haven't watched that video, make sure you do. Because May likes it because she thinks it's fun. May thinks it's funny. She was crying, laughing. Her and Jennifer, after it was all over with, we went to a little place and I bought them breakfast or lunch, whatever. It's a good job. I always want to treat for Jennifer when she helps us. And they took the video off my phone and looked at it. And the minute they crashed, they screamed laughing. They thought it was the funniest things. That's one of the things I love about May is she can laugh at herself so easily. And there's really no making fun of her because she thinks it's all comical. She has the best attitude and self-awareness of anybody I've ever known. Yeah, we'll get her there. Oh, she's doing a lot better. Back in November, she had COVID, but she's doing a lot better. Back in November, her channel hit 10,000 subscribers, and we were going to do a little celebration video about it. She was in bed the whole month. Like, no shit, Kevin. You'd think. Of course, her scooter's not gay, just mine. Where would you recommend flying to in the Phils? I do know a flight from LAX, direct flight to Manila is 12 hours. And from Manila, you might want to go to CDO, Cayenne de Oro. You might want to go here to Dumaguete. And you might want to go to Davao or Bohol. I mean, those are places some I've been to, some I haven't, but I've heard they're good. Yeah, so Edward's been all over the place. Let's see. Convince her to do all requirements. She surprised herself. Ace of school. Right on. Then we're going to do that with May next. She doesn't have a license, but it's all good. The only time you get in trouble for not having a license is if you go to a checkpoint. There's no police car going to pull you over here. It doesn't work that way. You have to drive through an actual inspection area. And so if you see one in the distance, all you got to do is turn around. That's correct. That's a good point, man. Hi, M&M Journey. How you doing? Let's see. Good morning. From Liberty, Pennsylvania. Well, good on you, man. Have your girlfriend produce a cinema. It proves she's not married. Yeah, that's back to that original guy. Try to start, put the other foot on the bike. Okay. Ventura County. Are you going to talk about accepting adult kids with problems bigger than Are you going to talk about accepting adult kids with problems bigger than that really hasn't crossed my mind, Jeffrey. Try to look forwards. Yep. Only 230 likes, and we've got them for free. Can you believe it? I hate it. Isn't that terrible? But you know what? It is awfully time consuming and straining. You think learning to ride a motorbike is tough? Try hitting a like button. I mean, there's a lot of effort in that. I don't blame them. I wouldn't like this video either. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Valentine's Day, Daryl. Hide the kids. I shall do that. Excuse me. I know you'll skip the Dean show. I know that, Ed. I apologize up front, but I got to do it. Hey, default name. That's a great handle. Thanks so much for joining us. That's a fact. That's a fact. Very good point. Very good point. The few times that I've come to near disaster on my scooter is when I was daydreaming. So I was just buzzing along with absolutely not a care in the world. And the next thing I know, a dog's running out in front of me. Let's see what we got here. Boo. Oh, man, we got a lot of anti-Deaners today. Wolf, wolf, back at you. Brendan, reason you're looking for someone to validate your actions. You need to do, but you don't want to do it. Just live with it. Yeah, I actually put Brendan in timeout because he was just constantly coming in. And I didn't know if he was goofing on me after a while. He kept coming up with another reason to send her money when everybody's telling her don't. Him not. So anyway, here's a donation to touch up paint and a few Band-Aids. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that. Beach of Life. This is only one. There is only one baby May. You got that right. We appreciate that. We'll use that for more touch-up paint. Good morning, Michael. We're down to 1 minute. I am so sorry because, as usual, this is where people unsubscribe. They get pissed off because I don't get to their comment. But at some point in time, I got to call it a day. So I apologize, Biff. I see your name here. Well, let's go through a few more. I want to try to get as many as I can. 18 months ago, I had the money. My suitcases were packed. Now I've given up. It's not worth the misery of waiting. I dig it, man. There's other places to go, though. I did a video with Mark a couple months ago, I think, about that whole issue that you could go to Mexico, Turkey, Phuket, and hang out there, or Nicaragua if you're bored, and you want to get closer to Asia, get that leg of the flight out of the way. But I don't blame you guys that are bailing. I really don't, because it's been 2 years, and it's looking to me like maybe another 6 months to another year. And I don't know what I'm talking about, which is obvious. There's Biffy. Yeah, man. The 9A visa. Guys going through all these visa stuff and then finding out that it didn't help them. I work in a hospital. I was unvaxxed till last December. If we don't get a job, they will show us the exit door. Philippines will shut down the borders for the unvaxxed. Yeah. Well, God bless you for being in the healthcare industry, brother, and being on the front line. And I appreciate you not wanting to be vaxxed because it's your body. But now they're mandating that you guys are. But they let everybody else off the hook. So I don't like mandates for anybody. I don't like being told what to put into my body. Where are all the women that are, that want to be able to get an abortion on demand? Where are they about their body? How come they're not speaking out about the mandates? How many times can the buffalo die? I don't know what that means. Hello, folks. Hope all is well. Plan to move to Thailand come summer. Philippines is looking to be a close runner-up. Go to Thailand. Check out Thailand, and I'll tell you the differences right now. I'm going over time, but I'm going to do it anyway. Thailand, you're going to get better food, better infrastructure, similar cost of living. Might be a little more expensive there now because they're limited it pretty much to Phuket. More food choices, great internet, much more modern conveniences. In the Philippines, you have poor infrastructure, spotty internet, really lousy food choices, to be quite honest with you, compared to Thailand, which is number one in my book. But I'll tell you the difference between Thailand and the Philippines is the people. Talk to anybody that lives in Thailand and has lived in the Philippines, they will concur with the old dog. The people are what make the Philippines, pure and simple. Thank you very much, Russ Bland. That's very kind of you. We'll give that to May for her new helmet. All right, kids. I think we're going to pull the plug on this live stream. We started at 8. Yeah, it's 2 hours. Good Lord. How do you guys listen to me talk for 2 hours? Of course, most of you probably don't. All right. Well, listen, guys. It's the middle of the month. May and I are going to go out and make a really cool video for you. Let's see. Texas. Globe for all of our cell phones, where how's unlimited PLDT never had issues on it. Yeah, I got to agree with that. Globe is good for the cell phones, but guess what? Mine doesn't work up here at the house. It's too far up the mountain. I have to go down to Dumagetti. That's why I can't. Oh, Signal. I can't talk to my or on Globe rather. I can't talk to people on the phone. But Signal is a really good app if you want secure, safe messages. That's what Biff and I use. And my phone that has a Signal on it pooped out. So I've been having issues with that. But now I'm going to go down and get the SIM card changed to my new phone. So we'll see how that goes. Kelly Smith, thank you so much. We appreciate that. That'll go towards May's helmet. I always say I'm going to cut out. I don't because I feel guilty about the comments. So I got to skip. I love watching you two great together. Yeah, thank you, Cindy. I really enjoy hanging out with Bud. Trying to see if there's people that I haven't had up here. Let's see. Family Man Prepper. Hi there from Colorado. Thank you. There's Corpseman. I haven't seen you for a while. Not long ago, you look almost as old as me. Let's see. Lynn, you got yours for $45. Squid here. Grocery store shelves are empty. I saw that on the news too. It's scary, isn't it? It's like Russia. Oh, there's David. Let's just say hi to David real quick. Make a mark on the throttle. There you go. There you go. That's a good idea. Anybody want to tackle this? Because I don't know, buddy. And I refuse to make it up and answer to sound good. All right, kids. Here's one from Biff. Mark from Canada, yes, 1,000 times. Very funky bass line on that theme song. I tell you, Biff is an incredible guy. He knows just about everything about everything. Dave Blackman, that sounds, people are what they make the Philippines. How are the people this D? Uh-oh, here we go. Panic buying in Australia. It's no good. Let's see. Here's a great question. Anybody want to take this? What age do you consider one to graduate to old fart status? Probably has to do with your attitude. I would say 50. I just bought a house and car in Missouri since I've given up on the Philippines for now. I wasn't going to go there until there's no vax. Okay, fair on it. I imagine the car was expensive because I know those prices have gone way up. Glad I was able to catch some of your live stream for once. All the best to you and May. I was there in November 29th to see my girlfriend, now fiance. Good on you. 2 years has been a long time, but we still video chat. See, now that's the right way to do it. The way Rob's working here. He's been here, been with the girl, hung out with her. He went home. He's stuck. Can't get back in, I guess, I'm assuming, without going through all the hoop-de-doo. And he's Skyping with her twice a day. So there you go. That's a healthy setup. I'm 74 and not an old fart yet. See there? It's all mindset, right? That's right. Depends on how young you feel. Do you think the Philippines will be open in late March? I don't. But I could be wrong. I use Telegram. Okay, right on. Good. We're going to leave it on this one. Good night from New York City. Peace out, everybody. Thanks so much for joining in. May and I really do appreciate all of you for all that you've helped us with on our videos. I accept the criticism and I love the advice that you guys give me, especially when it comes to something like the safety issue for May. We're going to try to do some more ride-along videos because those seem to be very popular with you guys, and we love doing them. And so everybody be safe, be cool, and be nice to one another. All right? And good night from Toronto while we're at it. And Florida. Okay, that's it. See you guys later.